Hello everyone, welcome to the ICL Immigration Coffee with Clint video session. Today we're talking about a topic that is an interesting one to pay close attention to, especially for those with low points profiles and express entry. That is going to be the Atlantic Immigration Program. This program is a great alternative for those who don't qualify for express entry as well and have thought that all hope is lost. Here is the answer to that ever-increasing question that we keep getting. I don't qualify. What can I do? Just a note from our editors. If you want to skip to a section of the video that you're more interested in, please make use of the chapters which are now loaded into each of our videos. Simply hover over the timeline below or click on the times listed in the details of the video. The Atlantic Immigration Program was launched back in 2017 as a pilot program to assist the Atlantic provinces attract immigrants to those places where they were really struggling to enhance their economies because the workforces were nearing retirement. Younger generations move away, they move on to universities, to bigger cities for bigger advantages, and the skills just don't seem to be replenished in those smaller provinces, and they end up suffering from an economic perspective as a result. The economic drive for these provinces was born from a need, and the federal government assisted these provinces with a pilot program, which has now become a permanent program. Just for more information, the Atlantic provinces consist of Newfoundland and Labrador, of New Brunswick, of Nova Scotia, and of Prince Edward Island. These are all located to the east side of Canada, bordering on the Atlantic Ocean, very close to Iceland. The Atlantic Immigration Program is designed to welcome additional newcomers to the Atlantic Canada region to fill the needs of local employers and communities. The program allows designated local employers to identify, recruit, and retain global talent. The program also has the goals of supporting population growth, developing a skilled workforce, and increasing employment rates in the region. The program forms part of an overall Atlantic growth strategy that is focused on the following 5 priority areas, which are skilled workforce and immigration, innovation, clean growth and climate change, trade and investment, and infrastructure. The Atlantic Immigration Program has 2 programs for skilled workers and 1 for students. The worker ones are the Atlantic High Skill Program, or AHSP, and Atlantic Intermediate Skill Program, or called AISP. The one for students is the Atlantic International Graduate Program, or AIGP. The work experience, education, and job offer required will depend on whether the individual is applying as a worker or an international graduate. The requirements for the first option, or the AISP, Atlantic Intermediate Skilled Program, are as follows. You need to get a full-time, indeterminate job offer from a designated employer in an NOC 0, A, B, or C category NOC code. Note the C category can work here, whereas in express entry it cannot. You need to have at least 1 year of work experience related to your job offer. You need to have a minimum of a high school certificate with an ECA, which you can get from WES. Score at least 5 on the IELTS test, whereas express entry is a 6. Obtain a letter of endorsement from the province where the employer is located. The requirements for the second option, known as the AHSP, Atlantic High Skill Program, are as follows. Get a full-time 1-year contract job offer from a designated employer in an NOC 0, A, or B category. Note that the C category is excluded here. You need to have at least 1 year experience related to the job offer. You need a minimum of a high school diploma with an ECA, which you can get from WES, and you need to score at least 5 on the IELTS test. You need to also obtain a letter of endorsement from the province where the employer is located. The requirements for the third option, or the AIGP, Atlantic International Graduate Program, are as follows. Get a full-time 1-year contract job offer from a designated employer in an NOC 0, A, B, or C category. You don't need any work experience. 2 or more years post-secondary diploma obtained in the past 12 months from an Atlantic institution that is publicly funded. Score at least 5 on the IELTS test, and you need to obtain a letter of endorsement from the province in which the employer is located. This is a question we get asked almost every day. Employers that would like to hire skilled immigrants under the program must apply to the province in order to receive designation. Employers with locations in multiple provinces will require separate designations within those provinces. Employers must meet certain requirements, including a commitment to support the newcomer and his or her family as they integrate into their new life in Atlantic Canada. This page on our website directs you to each of the 4 Atlantic provinces' lists of designated employers. Research them, they are very valuable. Let's take a look at how to use.
Right, so we're here on our website, iclimmigration.com, and one of the ways to find the designated Atlantic employers is just to use the website. If you go to the website, iclimmigration.com, once it loads up, you'll hover over the Immigrate button and come down to the Atlantic Immigration Program. All right, that will open up a different page on our website, which will take you through the explanation of the program. Further down on the page, you'll see employer designation, and here you can see candidates, see the lists of designated employers. If you click on that link, it opens up the designated employers tab on our page, and here are the links to the 4 different provinces lists of designated employers. All right, we'll use the first one as the example, just to give you a bit of insight in terms of how to read these lists and understand them, to make best use of them, so that your job efforts are maximized. Okay, so here we've landed on the regional government's website of Newfoundland and Labrador, and as you can see, it's the list of designated employers. If you scroll down, what you'll see is the first column is the employers' names, the location within the province, the dates they were designated, and their NOC codes that they're looking for. Now the trick here is, not everyone's going to know what these NOC codes are, and you've got to go and look them up to see what descriptors they are, so that you can see, do I have a year of experience in this? Can I apply to this job? All right. Now these are not job adverts. These are just the lists of designated employers. Once you identify a NOC code that you have 1 year experience and that you can apply to, it's in your best interest to reach out to these employers directly. Okay, look them up, find their contact details, send them an email saying, hello, I found you on this list of designated employers and I see you are looking for this NOC code. Here is my resume. I look forward to hearing from you in terms of any job vacancies. All right. The other way to find the designated employers list is really just to go straight to our website and type in iclimmigration.com/designated-Atlantic-employers. And that will bring you to this specific page automatically, and you can then basically start working through these lists. All right. Now, the other places to look for jobs where most of these employers have to advertise on are these particular websites here. Okay, now if you click on these pages, it will open up those particular job sites, and therein you can kind of start looking for the jobs that these employers have advertised. All right, but as I said just now, the best way is to reach out to employers directly.
Once a designated employer finds a candidate who meets their employment needs and the program criteria, that employer will first need to offer them a job. Employers do not need to go through the process of obtaining an LMIA or Labour Market Impact Assessment under this program, which is the value of it. Once you get the job, the employer will connect the candidate with the designated settlement service provider organization for a needs assessment and to help develop a settlement plan. Employers will also support the long-term integration of the new immigrant and his or her family, if applicable, so they can reach the goals of their settlement plan once they arrive in Canada. Employers that need to fill a job vacancy quickly have the option of assisting the employee apply for work permits for him and or her family, along with student permits for any dependents. In order to get a work permit, the candidates will need the following: a valid job offer, a letter from the province, which is the letter of endorsement, and a commitment to apply for permanent residence within 90 days of obtaining the temporary residence permit. The benefit of this program is it does 2 things for you, the applicant. It allows you to come sooner, actually with your work permits, to begin working. And once you're here, you can start your PR application within 90 days, which is the paper-based process, and that can take up to 2 years to approve. The real opportunity here is that most of the time, both applicants, if you're a couple, can apply for jobs at the same time, and whomever gets the job offer first becomes the primary applicant. That said, the strategy could be to go after any job that you have at least 1 year experience in, and whomever gets the job offer first opens those doors of opportunity. The spouse in this instance would be eligible to apply for an open work permit, meaning they could work for anyone doing anything, earning any amount of money. And as such, the breadwinner status could be shifted to the secondary applicant, while the primary applicant is locked to their employer with the job offer that they received. They'll be locked to that employer for 2 years, or until your PR status is approved. And that's a wrap for today's video session, where we discussed the Atlantic Immigration Program. If you need any more information, feel free to drop us an email to info@ICL Immigration or visit our website, iclimmigration.com. As always, if you're thinking about immigrating to Canada, it all starts with eligibility. To determine yours, visit our website and click on the button labeled "Do You Qualify?" Feedback is provided within 2 business days, along with viable options that present based on your profile. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share these videos to your own social channels. It's here to assist everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Cheers.